What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Carbon. I'm back for what I hope is like a new series of No Hezi here, and a different set of Corsa games, maybe a few other games that I've been playing as well, such as like Hitman and Starfield, and other games of that matter. Still play a lot of Grand Theft Auto roleplay. I'm live on Twitch most weekends, I'd say, but it is nice to have a game like this that I can just, come home from work, play for a couple hours, and still, get to bed at a reasonable hour so I can wake up at a reasonable hour. A lot of these games these days, they require too much time, like Escape from Tarkov and whatnot. Games that absolutely want to play, but just can't because the skill gaps, the amount of time it takes to learn. But, then I got games like this, a set of Corsa, got some No Hezi and Push and P servers where I can just cut through traffic and some of my dopest cars, just spend a couple hours driving. What's great about this game is that as you're cutting through traffic and whatnot, they have a scoring system that'll be active again towards the end of the month, beginning of next month, where the closer you are to other cars when you're passing them, you'll get multipliers. The faster you're going, you get multipliers. If you're driving with friends, you'll get multipliers. It's just a great game to like grind for, chill, smoke a little bit of weed, listen to a little bit of music. But anyways, I'm here on the Push and P server, in the JDM server to be specific. And today I am using the Fast and Furious ECLIPSE. All right. As most of you probably know, I'm a huge fan of the Fast and Furious franchise, but not just like the movies. I'm a big fan of like how the movies came to be, like how the first movie started and how that, spiraled into the second movie, and how they used to rent these cars from people, instead of buying them and building them. Really good stories. But yeah, today I'm driving the ECLIPSE. I think this thing's got like, I don't know, 600-700 horsepower. As far as I know, it gets up to about 200 mile per hour, which is absolutely insane. I guess you would say it's not a, I wouldn't say it's a movie car. It's definitely a tribute car. If they were to build it today, how fast would it go? It does sound pretty good for the most part. It's got a little bit of flames. It does have the underglow on it. As it starts to get nighttime, this will start to look a hell of a lot better. You got the nice inside, just like Fast and Furious. You got the two nitrous buttons, right? You got all the race switches. You got the touch screen down here, and then if you notice down there on the floorboard, right? What is that? Yeah, that's that like star-studded like metal grate, in the first Fast and Furious movie when the floor falls out from underneath the car during the drag race, and then fucking Toretto gets in the passenger seat and starts Flintstoning it basically. Yeah, great game. A lot of cars to drive. Today will be basically like a practice, a nice little Sunday. Hope y'all are enjoying your weekend, and hope you will enjoy some of these videos that I'm going to be coming out with more consistently. God damn, this car is just so nice. Oh, look at that. Nice little Civic hatch with the wide body on it. Look at that thing. How can I get a better view of it? Holy shit. Civic, get rid of the chat, please. The Civic SR? Is that what it says? We're gonna have to drive this one. Spoon engines and shit. Fast and Furious. Let's go. Got a few people in the server today. At least 3, 4, 5, 6. Each one of these people right here are like your own personal pit crew for like your own parking spot. So I know there's at least like 6 people in the server. Not a lot of people going to be getting in our way. A nice little chill drive. All right. Put it in first. Get out of here. For those that don't know, over here is basically my pedals. So the left is my clutch. The middle is the brake, or the second one is the brake. Right one is the gas. And then on the very far right is my force feedback for the steering wheel, right? So, I want to jerk all around when I crash and, try to drift and turn and whatnot. But I'm pretty sure these ECLIPSEs, now I could be wrong, and I feel like I absolutely should be right. I feel like this car was all-wheel drive back in the day. It's just me. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's all-wheel drive. Yeah, let's have a little bit of a cruise with these people, shall we? Oh, that dude's off to a heavy start. Wow. Oh, that guy lagged out. Nice little daytime cruise. Got a Supra behind me. Got a couple of cars hitting the track this morning. The servers are hard to get into at night. These JDM servers, with specifically like this car in it and whatnot, because they used to allow 30 people in the server, but I guess for performance recently they've reduced it down to 15. So you usually have to wait for the car you want, or just hope for a spot in general on the map, you know, on the server. Did I already lose that Supra? Did he already crash out? Is it going too slow for him? That AI traffic disappeared. Whoa, excuse me. I got places to be. Yeah, great servers. You start to get to a point where, like, even right now, I'm going too slow, but this isn't like a certified server that's keeping track of points or anything like on No Hezi. This is just a place to enjoy some cars right now, do some practice, right? Listen to the sounds, and prepare for next month when they start the certification all over again. I was certified last month. I got my 4 million points. I think I got like 4.5 million points. So once the certification servers start back up, I will be dedicating what seems like most of my free time. Ooh, let's try to do this real quick. Ooh! I'll be dedicating most of my time to trying to be getting high scores, you know what I mean? I want to prove to people that I'm the fucking best. Okay, I'm definitely not the best, but I definitely feel like I have the most fun, right? It's definitely a cool community of people. I've been jumping in different Discords, especially when you're going live on like Twitch. Just by putting No Hezi in the title and people know you're playing Assetto Corsa, you know, you start getting people that also play the game coming in and be like, yo, what server are you on? Do you mind if we join you? And the next thing you know, you got like 10 people cruising together that you didn't know 30 minutes ago, right? And you guys are all just cutting traffic together, ruining each other's runs, you know, cracking jokes. It's almost one of those games that's like, it's almost like the perfect game, you know, especially if you love cars. Oh, shit. You know, just cut up some traffic with your friends. Very easy. No, I wouldn't say very easy. Pretty simple to install. If anybody's interested, I do have a Discord that I can link in the description. If anybody's interested in, you know, riding around with me or wanting to get into it, I will be more than happy to help you out and get it installed so you can start cutting up traffic as well. You can play it on mouse and keyboard. You can play it on controller. You can play it with steering wheel. As much as I highly don't recommend playing with mouse and keyboard, controller is still very fun. There's a lot of people out there getting some insanely high scores on controller. And again, there are some people getting some high scores on mouse and keyboard that we are all just getting blown away by. But the community for what, you know, No Hezi and cutting up traffic and SRP and all that, very great. Always something to do, very helpful. A lot of different mods, different things, you know. Maybe you like muscle cars, you go into a muscle car server. You know, if you're like me, you like JDM cars, go into a JDM server. You know, maybe you like supercars or drift cars, or maybe you want to go to a drag server and you just want to drag race other people. A lot of cool stuff to be had in this game, and the game's only like $8 on Steam. And then after paying for like a couple of $1, $2, $3 Patreons, in no time you're in these servers cutting up traffic, and it is, I can't explain it. If you're a car person, it is very, very addicting, right? Especially when you get to drive the cars that you love, like this ECLIPSE. Man, good looking car. And all traffic is different based on other surfers. Some have what they call heavy traffic, which is kind of like now there's a lot of traffic. Then they have light traffic for, you know, maybe you're wanting to go like 180 mile an hour down the interstate without having to do too much braking. And then different servers don't even keep score. They just have different kinds of traffic, you know, kind of like this. They have a giant mixture of different traffic cars and trucks and whatnot, like the one we drove under, this one right here. You know, not every server will have these, especially in like the certification servers, because the semi trucks will actually, they can fuck with their score sometimes. They don't leave a giant enough of a gap between you and other cars in order to split, so you end up clipping either a car or a truck as you're passing them. It's pretty bright out. This car's color, I'm sure, stands out a hell of a lot better at night, especially with the underglow. Woo! It definitely gives you that feeling of I think everybody has those little times in traffic, you know, in real life where you're kind of, you know, people are going a little bit too slow, or maybe you're going a little bit too fast. So you just start, you know, cutting through traffic a little bit. You know, especially with all the different views you can have. Such a good game. And then you have other cars that have the touch screens here, and I'm sure this one does, but I just can't get a right angle on it, where the apps will work on it, like YouTube and Spotify. You know, you can listen to your music via the in-game car's dash. Really cool. They definitely have some servers where you can, you know, if you don't have a high-end computer and you don't want to, you know, blow your computer up, they definitely have some lower-end servers. They definitely have some higher-end servers as well. I just recently had to upgrade from 32 gigabytes to 64 because a couple of the maps on these servers that I've been playing are upwards of like 20 gigabytes sitting in my RAM, which is insane. But I didn't want to limit myself, so of course I doubled it up. And as we get going with the series, I'll start sharing tips and how-tos and different things I'm learning along the way. I would like to build up some sort of community around this game that just likes chilling, you know? I had a guy show me last night that I met through No Hesi servers that was showing me different Formula One servers, right? Which was really cool. I didn't even think about getting like serious into the racing portion, but after racing with them, like, man, I could definitely see myself getting more and more, you know, into this, you know, driving like the Nürburgring, you know, and Nissan Skylines and Ferraris, basically any car you want. It was a game changer as far as I'm concerned, something else to just get addicted to, which is becoming more and more rare for me these days. You know, I work a lot, I come home and I don't really want to jump into a game I have like no guarantee that I'll enjoy, you know, for that limited time that I'm playing it. I think everyone needs those kind of games where you can just hop on. You know, it's kind of like Fortnite in a little bit. Now, I know it's weird. Why would I compare this racing game to Fortnite? But I'm comparing it in such a way that, like, you know, I get home from work, I got a couple hours, I can play like 4 or 5 games of Fortnite, you know, with some friends. But then there's other games like, you know, Grand Theft Auto Roleplay that, you know, if I want to just go in and play for a little bit, first I have to, you know, get into the server, I have to see who's around, I have to come with an idea of what I want to do. Like, let's say I want to rob a bank or a store. Well, now I got to come up with a plan to do all of that. I got to go find the items that I need in order to rob that store. I need to, you know, change my clothes, steal a car, and then I need to get to a store. Hopefully, there's enough cops on the server at the time that I get on, which there usually isn't. And, you know, at that point, then you got to wait for the cops for them to show up if you're robbing, if you're even allowed to. And then, you know, you got to go through the entire negotiations, you got to go through the pursuit, and then if you get caught, you got to go through the medical RP, because more than likely I'm being shot or something. That's why I'm caught. And then I have to, you know, get out of the hospital, I have to go to the police station, you know, role play getting booked, and then I got to do the prison time. You know, that alone, just by doing something so small like robbing a store, can take, like, you know, upwards of just like 3, 4, 5 hours on something that should take nothing more than like an hour to do. And that's what I've been finding more and more enjoyable about some of these games that I've been playing, is that I don't need a lot of time in order to play them and enjoy them. You know, it's a great game where I can just hop on for even, like, you know, 30 minutes and get a nice little like treat. I can get my fix on video games. This definitely is a great car. And I don't have a, I only have 6 gears with my shifter, a manual transmission. One day I would like to upgrade to an 8-speed. I recently added the handbrake, so I've been trying some drifting servers as well. This is a pretty cool addition. Woo! Let's get it. Up. Oh shit, I'm under the truck. Yeah, very cool servers. I hope to be bringing more of these to you guys. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it, or don't leave a like. I really don't give a fuck. I'm sure going to be using copyrighted music still. I don't give a fuck. You know, follow me on Twitch. Hit me up on the weekends. You know, see what I'm doing. You know, cruise with me a little bit. Definitely got the Discord link in the description. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and welcome to a new series, and maybe welcome to a new Carbon. What? Peace.